Good morning, happy Wednesday. I wanted to start the vlog here because I had a couple things I wanted to show you guys that I wanted to show you guys in last week's vlog, and I just never ended up vlogging at home. So the first thing, which I actually showed this on Instagram, but in case you missed it or like just don't follow me on Instagram, I got this new, let me set this down. I got this new cookbook recently, like a couple weeks ago, and it's a like meal prep style cookbook, but I really like it. And the meals, this is now the second week that I've tried it, and the meals in it are definitely like different things that I would have normally made, but everything's been really good, and it's like a full-blown like home cooked meal kind of thing, but I'm only spending like maybe 15 minutes each evening, 15 to 20 minutes each evening, like cooking things, because everything's pretty much already prepped, which makes it really like quick and easy to get like a really good meal, but like in a quick and easy way. Because normally if I'm gonna do like a quick and easy dinner, it'd be like something I just pop in the oven, or I don't know, something like that that's really quick and easy. But yeah, so this is what it's called. It's called Cook Once, Eat All Week. And it basically how it works is each week it gives you okay. So each week it gives you three like main ingredients. So this was last week. So the main ingredients were broccoli, white rice, and chicken. And everything is gluten-free. We don't like eat gluten-free necessarily, but some of the meals, like last night's meal was supposed to use zucchini noodles, which I normally like zucchini noodles, but I just was wanting, like, Skylar doesn't really like them. So just to save time, I just used regular noodles, but easily, like, you can easily swap stuff out. And then it also gives you options for if you want to make it paleo, you can make it grain-free, dairy-free, low-carb, and there's just like little things you can swap out. So each week it gives you a list of everything that you need, and then it tells you your prep day. So I prep on Sundays, and it tells you everything that you prep. So last week I had to prep the chicken. I cooked and shredded it, and then you portion it into the 3 containers. I cooked the rice, bacon, broccoli, I diced onion, I sliced green onion, shredded carrots, minced the garlic, which actually didn't mince any garlic because I have the kind that comes in the jar. And then I grated some ginger. And then for the week, it made 3 different dinners. So it made this barbecue chicken and rice casserole, which this was actually the one I was like least excited for, and I ended up really liking it. It was really good. And then I also was able to make white chicken chili out of it, which was also pretty good. And then this chicken and broccoli fried rice, which was really good. It just tasted like fried rice. So that was last week. And then this week I actually only ended up doing 2 of the meals, because one of them I knew Skylar wasn't gonna like it, and I probably would have liked it, but I wasn't sure because sometimes my taste buds can be a little bit finicky right now as I'm pregnant, and I wasn't sure if I like it, and it was like a lot of ingredients that I would have wasted if I didn't end up caring for it, and then especially knowing that Sky wasn't gonna like it. And since I didn't have school Monday, I ended up just making dinner that night, and then this week I only had Wednesday and Thursday to make dinner for, because Tuesday is when I have my class. Speaking of having my class, I have one more class, you guys. One more. I literally have like 2 more assignments, and then I am done with my master's, which is so crazy. I have my, well, I guess, I don't know if you want to count it as 3. I have my final like presentation I need to finish making, and then I'm so out of breath, you guys, I'm so sorry. My final presentation I need to finish making, and then I have one paper that's like 3 or 4 pages, and then I have to present that final presentation on Tuesday next week, and then I am done. And I'm so excited to have my Tuesday back, and have my weekends back, and I'll have like homework always hanging over my shoulders. I was just telling Skylar that the other day. It's like the Tuesday part's not even that bad. I think I've said that on here, but it's the Like the homework is just always in the back of my mind. Like every night I get home and I'm like, I could be doing homework tonight, but like I won't. So it's always just like in the back of my mind. So anyway, the other thing I wanted to show you guys was something that we got in the mail for the baby. Actually, it's like the first little thing that we've gotten that's not from like a family member. So this is from the brand, I think it's pronounced Kia Babies, or maybe it's Kea Babies. And so they actually reached out to me and asked if they could send us a couple things for the baby. And I said, of course, because they had really cute stuff on their website. And their little, like, I don't know what you call it, like their, like about me, like their bio for the website was really cute and like really relatable. It was just like a mom and a dad who had started the company, and I don't know, it was just like really cute, like reading through it. But yeah, so I picked out 2 things from their website. One being a diaper bag, which I was really excited about because we were wanting a backpack style diaper bag so that it was a little bit more gender neutral for Skylar and I to both carry, and Skylar doesn't feel like he's carrying like a purse or something. So we went with this light, actually looks really similar to my backpack. We went with this like lighter gray. They had a darker gray one too, but Skylar said he liked the lighter gray better. And so this is the backpack. It is obviously a diaper bag, and it's got so many different pockets. It's got this one on the side. It's got this one for, I believe you're supposed to put like wipes in there because it has a little opening. It has this front pocket for bottles, and it's insulated inside of the things. And then it's also got, this is like my favorite part because the top, well, I like the fact that it has these handles and you can snap them shut because you can hold it, but I like that when you open it, it has like this hard, I'm not sure what it is inside of there, but it like keeps its structure so it opens up like this, so it's not like floppy like a typical backpack. It has like structure when you open it, so it like opens up completely wide. And then inside of it, it had a changing mat, which is really nice too that it came with that. And then it's got some pockets inside, and then on the back side it actually has a zipper pocket pouch, so you can actually just like get into the backpack. So if you needed to reach something at the bottom of the bag or something like that, which I think is really nice. Wow, my arm's hurt from holding that. So anyway, yeah, I really liked this. They had a couple different styles of backpacks, and all of them were super cute. I really like the like brown little touch on it. I just think that's really cute. So I liked that. This is the classic gray color, and I don't remember what the style of the backpack that I got. I want to say they had like 2 or 3 different kinds. Maybe they actually only had 2 kinds. Maybe it was just like all the different colors I'm getting confused with. I don't remember, but yeah, so they had that. And then I also picked these, which I think are so cute. These are bandana bibs. So these are bibs more for like drooling, not so much for like eating, because they are a cottony. Actually, I can probably open one up. They're more of like a cottony color, or not color, material, than they are like something I think that would be protective. And I picked out this black and white set, and there's 1, 2, 3, oh, 8 of them in there. Oh yeah, so they're like almost like fleece on the back, and then it has little buttons, and they just wear it like this, so it looks like a little added piece to their outfit, but they're for when they kind of start drooling, and then they don't get drool like all over their clothes. So definitely not for eating, because this wouldn't wash out probably all that well for food because it is cotton, but it'd be nice for drooling. Also, it's not that big to like have for food, I would think. Well, I guess a baby's really small. I don't know. So anyway, I got that from them, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. I was actually wondering, and actually you can follow them over on, I just saw this on here. Their Instagram is Kea Babies. It's at Kea Babies. It's spelled like this, Kea and then babies, or over on Facebook. And then I believe I have a coupon code that I will link down below, and then I'll probably put it like on the screen if I think I do. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I do. So thank you so much to them for sending that over. I know it's so exciting to get like stuff for the baby. And that was another thing I wanted to ask you guys is, oh my god, this video is already so long, I'm so sorry. If you guys are interested in like what we have for the baby so far, let me know, because that's something I could definitely film, like stuff that we've gotten for Christmas and everything like that. We don't have a ton yet, but we do have some stuff that I could show you guys. Yeah, so let me know in a comment down below if you guys are interested in like what we have so far for the baby. So anyway, I gotta head to school because I have to run to Starbucks on the way there. So I'll catch you guys probably after school today. All right, it's the end of the day, and I was gonna quickly just go over like what we did today. It was a pretty normal day for us, like nothing crazy. This morning, I had my math win group. We've been doing the spinners, like addition spinners, so they spin two 3-digit numbers, and then they have to, which I think I can pull one out of here. They spin the two numbers, and then they explain how they like add the two numbers, and then okay, so they spin on here with a paper clip, and then this page has them fill out how they solved it, and then explain their thinking. And the janitor's getting ready to come in, so let's do this quick. After that, we had, all right, change of outfit. I went and changed into my gym clothes while she was vacuuming my room. So gym clothes are on. I need to put my hair up. But anyway, so after that, my kids actually had music. My brain is blanking. We did our phonics, we did our grammar, we did ELD, they did their iReady minutes, and then we've been working on, our weekly story for Wonders is like a folktale. It's called How the Beetle got its colors, and it's a really cute little story. It's about, like I said, it's a folktale, and it's about like some kind of little animal. I don't even know. His name is Agouti, and the Agouti like makes fun of Beetle because Beetle is gray and has no color. So one of the animals like challenges them to a race and says whoever wins gets a new like shiny coat of whatever color they want. And so they race, and then Agouti, the animal, I'm not quite sure of what it was, but he didn't know that Beetle had wings, and so then Beetle like flies and wins, and so he learns a lesson about bullying, whatever. It was a really cute story, but so out of breath. So anyway, I had my kids do a little reflection because we've now read it a couple times this week, and so today was kind of the last day to sort of wrap it up. So I had them do a little reflection. They just wrote we only ended up having like 7 minutes. Normally I would do like 10, but I had them do like a little 7-minute writing, and they just reflected on the story. They talked about what they learned. They could talk about anything, like if they enjoyed it, which I know a lot of the kids really enjoyed the story because they were really like engaged in the story the entire time. So we did that, and then they did their centers. I've been working on treasure books this week. I actually ended up skipping guided reading to try to finish up their treasure books because one day I was out for half-day sub, so I didn't have guided reading, and then I would have only had like the 2 days because we don't do guided reading on Fridays. So I figured I'll just work on the treasure book because it's due towards the end of February. Then we finished our writing, which I'll show you. We do right from the beginning, I think it's the writing program. I hope my camera doesn't die. And so this is kind of a mess right here, but this was our flow map that we've been working on. So we're doing informational. I don't do this completely correct. I know like in each of these boxes is only supposed to be like one word. My kids just like aren't quite there yet, and I honestly feel like at this age it's kind of just easier for most of them to just write the whole like sentence within that box of the detail, and then, like the details that kind of match that go with it. So for us it just kind of works because I've done it the other way in the past, and I feel like my writers who are like really with it get that part, and then the other kids, it's just it kind of goes over their head a little bit at this age. So anyways, we have our topic sentence, our details. We always say like this is like the big watermelon, like the big detail, and then this is like a little seed inside of it, so like a little thing that's added into that big watermelon, and they kind of latched onto that idea. And then our conclusion, and then we went ahead today and wrote the writing out. So the next week I will give them a So this was a passage we did all together. And I'm going to put it on our little writing wall over here. That's what this striped is. We've got our learning target for like basically the whole year for writing, which is just to write an 8-sentence paragraph. So it's going to go over here. I've been trying to fill that wall up. So, because I never do it on poster paper like that. I always do it in like the little writing journal that's like the kids. So this time I was like, okay, I'm going to put it on poster paper so that I have something to put on this wall, because I had changed that right before Christmas break, and then I just haven't had a chance to put anything up. So they have a writing test though coming up soon. Sometime in February, so they'll have to do informational writing basically like that, but on their own, obviously. And then this was the text. Actually, I just found one on the ground. This was the text that we used for the polar bears. It's what, just if you type in like close read on TPT, this like literally always pops up. Like I use it every year for something. This year I just decided to use it for writing, but it has really good information on it, and it's a good little text, informational text. So we did that, and then that was the end of our day. We cleaned up, the room's clean, and the kids went home. So I think I'll just continue this vlog. I feel like it's a little long, but I'll finish the vlog tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the gym, work out, and I have to figure out what I'm gonna do because I'm teaching Saturday school this week. So I have to figure out what I'm gonna do for that. I might do something with like Chinese New Year. I think Chinese New Year is like super soon. Isn't it? I think so. So or maybe it already happened. Is it in February or January? I don't even remember right now. But I'm going to do probably Chinese New Year. I haven't done the lanterns in quite a few years. I think I did it like the first year I was out here at this school. I say out here because it's like out from the other school that I was at. So I think I'll probably do that actually, because I am doing Saturday school this week. So anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to head to the gym. And I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow, I guess. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm so excited. This week went by so fast. Just so exciting. All right, happy Friday. I'm absolutely exhausted. It's 5 o'clock and I'm actually going to head home, but I just realized I'd never caught up with you guys today, which I planned on doing this morning, and then I don't know what happened. So today was a really short day just because it's Friday, but we read, and I don't have it in front of me because I gave it back to my friend, but we read the story. Oh my gosh, what is it even called? But It's Not My Fault, I think. It's like a Julia Cook story, which is like all these social emotional type stories that she makes. They're all like geared towards like a certain like problem or something that like kids have. So it was all about like a kid named Noodle, and he blames everything on everybody else. Like, oh, I couldn't do my homework last night because my brother had like basketball practice or something. So he's like blaming it on his mom, and then he says the librarian was not letting me do my research project, but it was really because he didn't bring his book back. It's all about just like blaming other people for your actions. So it was a good little book. I really liked it. I borrowed it from a friend, but I'm sure you could just find it on Amazon like for super cheap. So we read that, and then they finished up their polar bear writing from yesterday. They got to do their picture, so they spent some time. We had like 15 minutes this morning that they did their picture, and then next week I'm actually going to let them kind of go off on their own a little bit more with the writing. So I printed out this from TPT. It's just a super basic passage about animals, and it's got all the information that they need, and then they'll do it a little bit more like independent versus the polar bear one we had done completely like guided. So they'll do this one pretty much by themselves. So I have Saturday school. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I have like the hiccups. I always get like hiccup burps. It's like I can't tell if it's like a hiccup or a burp because I have it like, I'll have like 4 or 5 in a row, but then like it's kind of just like a hiccup. I don't know. It's so weird. Anyway, I'm doing Saturday school tomorrow, and I'm going to do Chinese lanterns, which I think I already said that yesterday actually. But we actually have like a ton of kids coming to Saturday school. We normally do rotations, which we are tomorrow too, but we normally do rotations, and so I'll meet with like 3 groups usually, and Saturday school is like 4 or 5 hours long, something like that. And so I'll normally meet with like 3 different groups, and you have each group for like hour 20 or so, and then you just do like whatever your like activity is with 3 separate groups, rather than having like the same group of kids all day. You just do the same thing with 3 separate groups. So tomorrow we have like 5 groups total, so I'm only going to meet with each group of kids for like such a short amount of time, which is really nice, because my activity, usually I'm trying to like stretch it for that bit of time, and it's hard to find an activity that can stretch for that long when there's like kindergartners in there. And then also like the same thing, like there's like 5th graders in there, because then if you find something that's easy, then they're just like bored. But you can't do something that's like super complex, because then the kindergartners like just can't do it. So yeah, we should like do it differently, but honestly that's the easiest way for us to go about doing Saturday school. So that's what we've just always done. And it does make it easy, because you don't have to plan like a whole day's worth of stuff, and you just have to plan one activity and then just do it, multiple times. So I'm going to do the lanterns. I got white construction paper, the big construction paper, and I'm going to actually let them decorate it first with markers, and then I'll show them how to do the cutting part of it. And then I might just do strips actually of paper. Last time I think I did string, like yarn, but I don't know that I'm going to have time this time. We usually have some SPED kids that come, and there's typically not a SPED teacher, so they just come into the regular general classes, but they have aides with them. So but I usually, a lot of times I'll have but a lot of times the group of the SPED kids and the aides will end up staying in one classroom, just because it's easier, because they'll bring like their iPads and stuff like that they have, and they'll just stay in one classroom, read books, whatever, just because it's easier than them trying to rotate around to all these different classes all day. But a lot of times they end up staying in here, and sometimes one of the aides, like if I get to the end and I'm like, oh my gosh, she'll help me to like staple or do whatever I need to do for the kids. But yeah, so I don't know if they'll be even be here tomorrow, but anyway, I'm just like talking to myself. So I'm gonna do the lanterns tomorrow, and then this weekend I just have that paper I have to work on, my presentation, and yeah, so it's gonna be kind of a boring weekend, honestly, a really boring weekend, but that's okay. So I have this little dress on today because the weather's been so nice. It's supposed to be like 80 next week, one day. It's like been in the 70s for the last 2 days, and then it's supposed to continue to be in the 70s, and then it's going to be in the 80s one day, I think like next weekend or something. I don't even remember, but I know it's like coming up soon. 80, which is crazy because it's January, and it's still going to be January next week, so that's crazy. But I have this dress on, so I'm trying to like fit in my last like few times of wearing things that I know won't fit me once I'm like a little bit bigger, and this is like one of those things. It still like fits fine now, but it's not going to for much longer, and especially if it like gets cold again, then I can't wear dresses. So yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get dinner on the way home. I don't know what I want to get yet. I was gonna go to the gym, but it's too late now, and I'm super tired. So I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna relax, and I'll catch up with you guys next week some point. Next week is my first full week that I've had with my kids since like way back in December, because we haven't had a full week since being back from winter break. Every week has been a 4-day week, and then I've been out at least half of a day every week that we've been back, which is crazy. So next week is my first full week. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys next week.